So I filmed this video about a year ago and then got completely caught up in moving and still wanted to share it with you. So here is a super cool care package I received from a super dear friend that I am still thoroughly enjoying an entire year later. In this care package, I received some super cool treats, but before I get to them, I want to tell you a little bit about the person who sent them to me. So, Natalie is a fantastic human being. I met her when I was attending 22 Teachings Tarot School. We were in the same cohort together. And I remember one of the first things that really caught my attention was when Natalie made a soundtrack to the Major Arcana and made it available for everybody. And if I can find it, I'll link it below. And that was super fun to relish in while we were both deep diving into tarot. And nowadays, Natalie goes by A Tarot Storyteller, and you can find her on Instagram, and you can find her website where you can book an email reading. Otherwise, if you want a reading from her, you're going to need to find her at a psychic fair or a market event or something of that nature. But I can attest that the email readings are well worth every penny, and that Natalie's Instagram is a joy to follow, and that knowing Natalie makes my life better. The first thing Natalie got me super special. So there you have it. It's this beautiful wall hanging that is obviously tailored to a Libra. In the Spacious Tarot, the Libra card is butterflies. And Natalie is super cool at finding gifts that are astrologically aligned with the person she's gifting them to. So this is my Libra gift. So excited to include it in my new office. So then I also got some books and some decks. So let's look at books real quick and then get to the exciting decks. We've got 2 books. This one was mentioned in a podcast we both listened to because Natalie is not only a super fantastic friend, she's also my study buddy. And so she got me this book so we can both read it together. And I'm super stoked to explore women's association with trickster qualities. And this one I'm less familiar with, but I'm super excited about it. According to Natalie, is a book that will support me in my earth magic and my folk magic, and I'm stoked to be informed. So this deck is one that Natalie backed on Kickstarter for me. It's out of order. I apologize. When it came in the mail, my very young children were super excited because I was super excited. And so I had to let them participate in unboxing the decks. So that meant that they had to look through the decks. But this now out of order, but still beautiful deck was created by someone who participated in Coleman's Oracle creation class, and Natalie attended that, and I totally would have enjoyed attending it, but was deep in my own pregnancy adventure. And I'm so stoked to have this deck in my life. I've been exploring Lenormand for a little bit, and this is a Lenormand Oracle, a Lenormand plus Oracle. And I think it's so beautiful. So I will probably at some point do a spotlight on this deck, either on YouTube or on Instagram, maybe both, I don't know, and bring some attention to this super cool independent creator, because that's what I like to do. I like to highlight the independent creators that might not otherwise get very much advertising. And last but for sure not least, we've got Leonora Carrington, Major Arcana, major surrealist artist. Since getting this deck, I've been looking at and for books on Leonora Carrington, and I don't know when I would have time to research her, but I think it would be so fun to do so. I also saw someone on TarotTube combined Leonora's deck with the Tarot as Color deck, the other Folger Press deck, and I think that would be a fantastic idea. So we'll see when, if I get to that. And this is such a fantastically gorgeous deck. I definitely was not going to purchase this deck. It was on my list of super cool decks, but not the list of super cool decks that I'm going to buy. And so I'm super excited that I get to own this deck, and that Natalie made sure it made it into my collection, because now that I have it, I can't imagine doing life without it. I'm teasing. No deck is that important, but it is incredibly beautiful, and I am so incredibly appreciative of Natalie for thinking of me and sending me a care package at all, and sending me such a delicious care package with astrologically associated gifts and delicious cards that I would not otherwise have in my collection. Isn't that the brilliance of gifting tarot decks to others? Is that you gift them decks they might not otherwise purchase for themselves, but that like obviously go well with them in their life. This is a good example of that kind of present. So yes, thank you so much to Natalie. Thank you so much to anyone who ever sends a care package to anybody. I think it's a lost art, something worth working on. I like to send care packages whenever I can, just because I know how bright they make someone's day. And so it was so cool to receive one also. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this makes you feel inspired to love on the people you care about also. So many blessings.